What's up YouTube? Evan here with Epic Duel Time, presenting another feature match this week between Dinosaurs and Dinosaurs. That's right, it's a mirror match from our locals at Battleground Games and Hobbies in Saugus, Mass. Thank you all for tuning in. So, I believe Eric won the die roll, and he begins his turn activating Miscellaneous Source effect. Evan on the right chains a Psyframe Gear Gamma, and then Eric on the left also chains a Psyframe Gear Gamma, negating that Gamma's effect, summoning his driver. Alright, a shuffle and a cut, and we're back in it. Alright, Miscellaneous Source's effect to banish itself and find a level 1 dinosaur monster for summoning. It's going to be Animadorned Archosaur. Now a normal summon of... Archosaur destroys Giant Rex in hand to search out Evolution Pill. The grave and the summon zones were a little too close for me to figure out that one. Alright, so now a link between Animadorned Archosaur and the Psyframe Gear driver for Crystron Halcofibrix. Halcofibrix effect brings out the Plague Spreader Zombie. Alright, so link summon of Linkros and the summon of 2 of his link tokens. It's link tokens? Maybe not a he. Alright, now a synchro summon between the Plague Spreader and a token for Martial Metal Marcher. And Metal Marcher's effect is going to target the Plague Spreader zombie to bring it back. Alright, and now a synchro between the token and the Martial Metal for Herald of the Arclight, and a synchro between the Psyframe Gear driver and the Plague for a Borreload Savage Dragon. Savage's effect gets Halcofibrix, and now we have a Ultra Evolution Pill. Or Double Evolution Pill, I can't remember. I have too many cards in my head. I was in retirement for a little while. Alright, and now a summon of the Tyrannosaurus Conductor, or Conductor Tyranno, excuse me. I think I'm reading a foreign one, so I'm now reading it backwards. Alright, and he passes turn. Evan's turn. He decides just to scoop. It's a really established board. Everything's in defense mode, so no Lightning Storm is going to get through that. The only real card is like Dark Ruler No More, and a Raigeki is going to get you through all of that. So, I mean, you need to have some real cards. Alright, now game 2. Eric has a very interesting hand, and he shows the camera because he knows it's going to be a very quirky game. So, Evan starts off his turn with Fossil Dig. Searching Miscellaneous Source. Alright, now a normal summon of Animadorned Archosaur. Alright, it uses its effect to destroy the Petite. Searching Double Evolution Pill. At this point, An activation of Ash Blossom occurs to prevent prevent that search off of the Petite. Alright, now Link summon into Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh into Secure Gardena. Do you remember the times when we used to keep our monsters longer than half a second? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Alright, now an activation of that double evolution pill. Banishing Linkuriboh and Animador and Archosaur. For Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. See, eventually I remember names. Entering battle. Secure Gardena deals 1,000 attack damage, and then an additional 3,500 from the Tyranno, bringing Eric down to just 3,500. Alright, Eric's turn. Alright, so he enters his main phase, and he's trying to kind of decide how's he going to pick this apart. It's not a heavily established synchro board, but you know what? It's more than those hand traps he's got. So a special summon of Pankratops, Dino Wrestler Pankratops. And then he activates the effect, targeting UTC. Evan chains Miscellaneousaurus, and then Eric changes his his first Psy-Frame Gear Gamma. There is no second Psy-Frame Gear Gamma, unless you run 2 Driver, which is insane. So Evan kind of contemplates how he can further the chain, and he decides to go Ash Blossom to negate that Gamma. But Gamma cannot resolve, so it goes back to the hand. Quite a back and forth between the two. Alright, and now it looks like Eric's contemplating that next follow-up. Sets a back row. There's a Jirac monster. Setting that in defense mode and passing his turn. Alright, so Evan starts his turn with Pot of Extravagance. So he banishes off the top 6 cards, the shuffled 6 cards from his extra deck, but an Ash Blossom from Eric will leave him wanting more. Alright, so now banishing of Miscellaneousaurus. For Babysaurus. Oh, and the Petite, excuse me. I didn't see the Petite snuck in there. A normal summon of Animador and Archosaur. But he gets impermed. Eric has all the follow-ups, but none of the build-ups. He drew a lot of his hand traps and side deck cards. Alright, so Conductor does his attack, and Secure Gardena deals his, taking Eric down further to 1,500. Alright, so Eric drew into the Tyranno, banishes his Pankratops and Jirac. But when he goes to enter the battle phase, Evan responds with his own Tyranno's effect to flip things face down. Eric passes the game, and we're going to go to a game 3 in this match between dinosaurs and dinosaurs. I don't know why I forgot that. What are your thoughts on the dinosaur deck, everyone? Are you guys thinking, you've had enough of this deck, or are you thinking that this is kind of, this is the premier meta, therefore we should be covering this as much as possible? Let us know in the comments. Alright, so Eric starts game 3 with Lost World and a normal summon of Oviraptor. This will fetch a token. Instead of using a dice, Evan brings out an Epic Duel Time token. Epic Duel Time tokens are specifically for people who have worked with Epic Duel Time or have been part of our community in the past and were huge supporters, and I wanted to thank everybody with some tokens. So Miscellaneousaurus is searched. However, a Droll and Lockbird is activated on Evan's side, which will slow down and stop that future searching on Eric's side. Eric activates Miscellaneousaurus. He then goes to use an effect to pop the token and protects it with Jurassic World, or Lost World, excuse me. Jurassic World's a movie. Alright, so Petite is sent. Alright, now a summon of potentially Miscellaneousaurus once Eric decides. Spoilers. Alright, so Miscellaneousaurus and Oviraptor are both on the field, both level 4. We are primed for Onyxes. Eric kind of has to decide between Dolka or Lagia at this point. Now, mind you, both monsters will take a 500 attack point decrease due to the Lost World being on the board. So there's risk. Eric passes the turn, and now Evan's turn. I apologize earlier, I misspoke. The Oviraptor attacked that token, and it was protected with Lost World. He had already entered the battle phase, therefore there's no battle phase for the Lagia. My apologies, I misspoke on that one. Alright, so Extravagance on Evan's side, banishing 6 extra deck cards, and then he follows up with Lost World, his own copy. So now all monsters that are not dinosaurs will take a 1,000 point decrease. Alright, so an activation of Fossil Dig. Eric's hand has some real opportunity in there, where there's a Jirac, an Animador and Archosaur, and we can see a Giant Rex. Alright, so a search for Giant Rex. A normal summon of Giant Rex. And then the tokens, a token will be summoned from Lost World. Potentially, if this summon goes through. So... Alright, so he detaches 2 materials to negate the summon of Giant Rex. Alright, so an activation of Miscellaneousaurus' effect to banish him and the Rex, which will trigger the Rex's effect to summon Babysaurus. And now Giant Rex returns back to the field. At this time, a token should come onto Eric's board, but they forget to do that. So an attack happens between the Rex and the Lagia. 800 damage is dealt. The players have to kind of figure out the whole token situation for a moment. They discuss it. I don't cut this out for some reason. Only so much cutting I can do before this starts to look like a piecemeal video. But they're just explaining that they both have Lost World out, and they're just trying to figure out from the English copy of Lost World that it applied to both normal and special summons. So they're getting Eric a token. Alright, so Eric has his token from the Lost World that we mentioned back during the main phase when the Giant Rex special summoned itself back to the field. Right. Miscellaneousaurus' effect. Banishing 4. Alright, Overraptor. Overraptor's effect. Okay, searching Babysaurus. Alright, now Animador and Archosaurus hit the field. Alright, it destroys Babysaurus. Gets that ultimate evolution pill, that double evolution pill, excuse me. I think I'm screwing up the name of it because I'm thinking Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I'm thinking about what it gets rather than what it's called. Alright, so Miscellaneousaurus hits the field. Okay. So now there's an Archosaur, a token, 2 level 4 dinosaurs. Where can we go from here? Alright, it looks like Eric's gonna link off that Archosaur. Then he kind of changes his mind on that and goes for an Xyz summoning instead. He picks Dolka. Then links off the token and the Animador and Archosaur for Nightmare Phoenix. Alright, so he uses the effect of Phoenix to pop the Lost World. Alright, double evolution pill. For ultimate conductor Tyranno. Giant Rex was banished, so Giant Rex is coming back. Alright guys, this looks like the kind of pinnacle of the aggressive dinosaur board. We've got 2 defense position monsters. So both of those are going to get attacked, dealing 2,000 damage, and then Conductor can attack that Rex. Alright, that's another 1,300 points. Putting Evan at 47. 1,400 attack from the Phoenix, and then 1,800 attack from the Dolka, because both of those monsters are being affected by the Lost World still currently in play. So instead of losing 1,000 attack like they would have from when the second Lost World was up, they'll only lose 500 attack. Alright, so Eric passes the turn. And now Evan has to make up for the difference. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's too much he can do. Animador and Darkosaur is summoned on Evan's side. Alright, Miscellaneousaurus chains its effect, but unfortunately that's all the steam Evan had for that turn. So that will close our game 2-1 in Eric's favor. Congratulations, Eric. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what other Duel videos you'd like us to show, whether it's retro or current meta. And keep dueling, America. Hi all, Evan here from Epic Duel Time. Epic Duel Time's return is one of the most exciting happenings of the new decade, and we'd love for you to share in the fun with us. Now on Etsy and eBay, we have an official Epic Duel Time sticker available for only $3. This decal is a high-quality vinyl that's weather and waterproof. Put it on your deck box, trade binder, or water bottle, and you're part of the EDT crew now too. Click the link in the description to purchase today. Keep dueling, America.